Welcome back, smartphone fans. My name is Adam, and I'm a new tech editor here at Gizmo China. I certainly hope you like what you see. Please make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. So today we take a look at one of the big mid-range budget models of the year from Meizu, the mBlue S6. Now starting off, this is the first Meizu Blue Charm designated phone, hence the mBlue name. And they've gotten rid of the M back or the Halo physical home button for a digital version that may work better. Let's take a look. What you get in the box is quite simple. You get the paperwork, phone, fast charger, it's just an 18-watt fast charger, and a USB mini cable. Once the phone is outside the box, you find a really beautiful looking device. It's got metal construction and very small side bezels, making the size screen ratio kind of feel good. The phone has a 5.7-inch 1440 by 720 screen that stands a bit from the shell, making it feel like there's already a screen protector on it, but it's still quite thin at only 8mm thick overall. In the hand, especially for right-handers, and I'll talk more about that later, in the hand, the phone hits all the right spots with those thin bezels, making one-handed use very possible for most. Many will be very happy that Android OS phones are still keeping the headphone jack, and on the Meizu S6, it sits right next to the mini USB charging port and opposite the speaker at the bottom of the phone. The slightly raised rear camera is near the top of the back of the phone, but centered with an LED flash just below it. The mBlue logo is towards the center of the back of the phone, and the Meizu logo is near the bottom. The left side of the phone has the volume rocker, and it also has the SIM card micro SD tray. Now you can have two SIM cards in, or one SIM card and one micro SD. With the micro SD, you can put up to 128 gigabytes of additional storage into the phone. And the right side has the power button and the fingerprint reader. And that's it. As for the fingerprint reader, I found it easy to set up and actually faster than most phones at this price point to use. For right-handers, you'll simply just use your thumb to unlock it, which is great. It should feel quite natural. For left-handers, you're going to want to use your left-hand index finger to unlock it, which still works, it's just not as form-fit as the thumb would feel. As for the sound coming from that speaker, well, it is a phone under $200, so you can't expect too much. As far as the phone goes, it's pretty good. Sound quality is good, the speaker's loud enough. There seems to be dual microphones as well, which is pretty common these days. That helps with background noise reduction, so it's pretty good. It's a positive addition to see the Samsung Exynos 7872 chipset in the phone. Meizu has seemingly developed a strong relationship with Samsung, as many components of this phone are Samsung branded. The Meizu S6 sports 3 gigabytes of RAM, which lends to gaming goodness to a point. I actually didn't have many issues with the device for gaming beyond my own gameplay, as you can see. But the test scores are pretty much middling across the board, which is actually impressive for a phone that's under $200. There's plenty of room for all of your apps, photos, email, and videos, as the handset can take up to a 128 gigabyte micro SD card on top of the already decent 32 or 64 gigabytes internal memory. One question that is on the forefront of many budget smartphone users is, what about the battery life? Well, the S6 battery is a decent 2930 milliamp sized lithium-ion unit that will power your phone for up to 8 hours of continuous use, thanks to the lower resolution screen requiring less battery power, and then it will charge to full in under an hour using the included mBlue fast charger. I believe the cameras really shine on this device with the 15.9 megapixel f2.0 rear shooter and the 8 megapixel f2.0 front-facing camera, both taking quality shots that actually match phones with double and even triple this price point. The images are fairly vibrant with excellent dynamic range and clarity. I was actually surprised at the quality of highlights in the sunlight, especially with the yellow flowers, since they're so difficult to get right. The camera app is quite well laid out and usable with time-lapse, panorama, square shots for all you Instagrammers out there, the slow-mo at reduced 960 by 554 size, and my favorite, Pro modes. So, Pro mode actually offers plenty of customizations which give you full creative control over shutter speed, ISO, contrast, and quite a bit more. As for videos, there's no stabilization, but the results are on par with mid-range phone cameras, so the videos don't look bad. They look crisp and detailed. This phone's rocking Android 7.0 Nougat with a really excellent skin by Meizu. The M-Back or Hero button, simplistic in use with swipes to change apps, go back and forward. Multitasking, and then getting back to the home with a taptic response. You just kind of press a little longer there. With a single button, you're able to pretty much make complex moves and do them all with one hand. I certainly hope more phone manufacturers follow Meizu's example and create unique ways to innovate, even at a lower price point.